The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Eagles going up against the Seahawks. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. One receiver to the left is Evans. On first down, Wilson. And incomplete to open things up. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up second down. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
Second down now after the incompletion. And the wideout in motion. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Third and 2, now Wilson. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick-6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now Wilson on first down. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On second down, Wilson drops it underneath for Rawls. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. and good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
A first carry now. This is Hill. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green. Gone.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And some space here. There goes Jeremy Hill. The 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jeremy Hill, 72 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Lockett the return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
And he's got Lockett. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Now Wilson on second down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And a look at Seattle's defense.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
Wentz to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
They come out here in the eye. Zach Ertz, the man in motion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And the play clock's running down.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. They'll run it with Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. On second down, here's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Now a play fake here on first down. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, 36 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. One receiver to the left is Evans.
19.
On second down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Let's go. 280. I'll go special.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle to Evans. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd down following the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On the counter. It's Hill. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Again, it's Hill. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Into the red zone. Wentz. And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They come out here in the eye.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. No gain, and it's second down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jeremy Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's got time. He's going to try and go deep again. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun on third down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Fletcher Cox in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They start the second half with Hill. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Wentz to throw on second down. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
On second down, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 32 yards. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They go play action here on first down. Backing up, going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They begin the drive with Hill. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Ertz over the middle. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Play clock winding down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
Hey, we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
All right, here we go. Blue, Lightning. Leopard, Leopard.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Here we go now. Blue. No, check. Patriot. Patriot.
time running out here on the play clock. Now Wentz. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From back at the 2, here's third and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles continue to roll.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here we go now.
This is Hill. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Wentz now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go now. Green.
On first down, Wentz out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Deep drop. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting sent to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Wentz. They complete it to Hill. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On first down, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football, So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now it's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Another pistol look here. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. His throw caught, right around the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They come out here in the eye. To throw is Wentz. Jeremy Hill was the one he was trying to hit there. And it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights. There's a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.